Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda, NailFanatic, and I'm back to do your latest free general channeled timeless tarot message from the download series. So, for all of you who are new, welcome. We're glad we've aligned with you. For those of you who are returning, thank you for the growth on the channel. Thank you for holding it down for the new ones to come around. Okay. For everyone who's here, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. If you feel like this could be your reading, I highly suggest you get at least a personal TikTok before you act on anything that you hear here, because like I said, this is a general. All right. So, make your choices responsibly. Let your own intuition come into play, because this is what is important for you in every one of your days. We do what we do because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. So, with all that being said and done, let's get into these messages. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right, so today, I forgot to put it in the title, but it is the full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer. So we're going to tap into those energies and see what wants to come out about the full moon in Cancer. I'm going to make myself a little note because I meant to, so that I can remember consciously and have it in front of my mind that we was talking about the full moon in Cancer. So full moon in Cancer energy today. Full moon dealing with release energies, okay, and also seeds that were planted in the past. Full moon is not a seed planting time, it's a release time. But seeds that were planted in the past often come to fruition around full moon energy. So let's see what we have with the daily care. What is the message for the download today? We have, it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. What the hell? Okay. Albert Einstein. Oh, okay. I get it. So what I got about his little commentary here was that when you sit with the problems, you align with solutions. There's something about sitting with the problems and aligning with solutions, but you don't align with solutions from the energy of problems. So there's something there about problems and solutions coming out today. All right, let's see. Let's get a check of the, oh man, I forgot I dropped that deck. Let me grab it. I dropped the whole deck that I was looking for. I got to pick it up. We're going to grab a major arcana to see what is the overall energy on Earth for us today with this full moon in Cancer energy. Please and thank you. What is the full moon today energy of Earth? Is the Tower. So surprise and things falling off that aren't supposed to, false illusions falling down. So that is the dominant energy on Earth for humanity right now, is the Tower. So this is unexpected changes happening quickly in our life. And guys, I didn't put it in the links. I'm gonna put this link in the comments right now. You guys, I am so happy to announce that I am an ambassador. I was contacted by a manufacturer of tarot card decks. I've gotten so many of these requests for ambassadorship, and a lot of them have been like software programming and shit. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. But we're getting ready to unveil a brand new deck, and we're going to do the rest of the reading, the entire reading today with that deck. I might choose to incorporate some of mine because I got a bunch of decks over here. But I have never waited so long to unlock a deck, to open up a deck. You guys, it's brand new. I'm so excited. It's the Native Spirit Tarot. So if you purchase this with my link and my discount code, you'll get a percentage off of your purchase. The link is in the comments for this video. Use my comment code. They'll also donate to support the channel, which is freaking awesome. Boy, could I use that ever. And I'm excited. Let's find out about this deck. I was really excited when they reached out to me because it's called the Native Spirit Tarot. And I vibe with that. I love that. So plastic off, you guys. I've been waiting to open this deck. I'm so excited right now. Hold on. In honor of the native spirit, let me smoke one of these native cigarettes. All right. So the Native Spirit Tarot uses Native American Indian themes to convey the meaning of each card. Warriors, maidens, fathers, mothers, shamans, elder wise men appear throughout the deck in the beautiful artwork of Max Mittenkopf. Our cards are printed on the finest cardstock with beautiful finishes. Colors are rich, and the cards will stand up to repeated use. So we're about to find out, because you know, if anybody gonna use these cards, I'm gonna use these cards. And I'm so excited to have this collaboration. So thankful and grateful. So support, check out this deck, but let me show it to you. We're checking it out together. Oh my God, look at how beautiful the backs of these cards are, you guys. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. What's the first card out of this deck? Anytime I get a new deck, I'm so excited to see the first card, to meet the first card out of the deck. So what is the main energy of our message for the download today? Whoa, shit. So reading the first card, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. We have 3 arrows going through the heart. Now, if you know anything here about the way we channel these messages and what Spirit's given us, this is heartbreak. This is disappointment. It's the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. And if the dominant energy on Earth today is that of unexpected surprise here, there's a truth being revealed today that could be very shocking. Very shocking. It could be painful to accept this truth, but it will set you free. Let's see what their book has to say about. Oh, they have a nice book. Look at the book, you guys. I love. So their book is very small, but for each card, it has the full image of the card and a whole page of information. So I like that. So if you're looking to learn to read tarot, definitely this might be very helpful for you. But let's see with the suit of arrows. Okay, suit of arrows, the 3. The meaning is you are getting mixed results and must find a way to face the frustration and sorrow of the situation or relationship. The symbolism: 3 arrows pierce a heart in a gray sky. The heart is whole but filled with pain from each arrow that pierces it. Upright, it means sorrow and cognitive dissonance, and in reverse, it means self-pity and anxiety. So this deck offers us uprights and reversals in definition, okay? That is what's going on here in the dominant energy for today's experience. So let's see what else we have. Knowing that it has reversals in it, we're going to shuffle in some reversals because it's a brand new deck. This is the first time it's been shuffled. Let's do this some on it too. Let's just get a whole shuffle on the remainder of this deck, please and thank you. So connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit. So excited to use a new deck. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Ooh. Okay, heart, mind, and body. There's some sort of cognitive dissonance there. The body don't like what the heart and mind is seeing. The heart and mind don't like what the body is picking up. There's cognitive dissonance there. I love that. Cognitive dissonance for the 3 of Swords makes so much sense. So heart, mind, and spirit. Okay, connecting the spirit and the body. They feel really good in my hands. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Okay. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. So let's look at this experience. The situation is the 9 of Wands. And in this image, we see somebody who's out in the dark. They've got their hand on a wand. Up close, I see that this person, they're in their power. This person is in their power. They're standing in strength. I'm being guided to go back to the book again. So let's see. It's with wands. So let's see with the wands. Okay, here we go. And the 9 of Wands. It says you have a duty. The meaning is you have a duty to uphold. Others look to you as a role model. The symbolism: an injured warrior remains loyal and ready in the face of adversity, resolved to set an example for others. Upright means loyalty and discipline. In reverse, it means disloyalty and stubbornness. So I see you standing in loyalty. There may be some cognitive dissonance. I feel like you might, I see that I see clearly. You have some things you have to do that are difficult because it's not the path you would have chosen per se. But you have a duty to uphold. You have a responsibility here. You're not the only one that's paying attention to what's happening and how you move in this. Others look to you. They look to your example and they look to your guidance. So I see somebody who's going through a very difficult experience right now, but in this difficult experience, you're standing in your power, you're standing in your strength. You've been through a lot of shit. The 9 of Wands is a card of Chiron, the wounded warrior. So you've been through a lot of hurt. You've been through a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of struggle, but you're still very attentive to how you're moving through this because you know that ultimately it doesn't just affect you, it affects others in your experience as well. So let's see, what's the energy on the other side of the table, please, and thank you. Show us the energy on the other side of the table. Oh my God, these cards, I love, and I love that it's another deck to add to my collection. You guys know I have so many, but I love. Okay, so let's see what we have on the other side of the table. So happy. On the other side of the table, we have the Queen of Arrows, and I was flipping her in reverse. So the Queen of Arrows in reverse on the other side of the table. Queen of Arrows. Arrows in this deck is swords, energy. Okay, so with the Queen of Arrows in reverse, just from what I know, oh boy, somebody has been through a lot of shit too. But the difference is when you go through a lot of difficulty and challenge and truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free, you come out in your power. You choose a powerful position and you make the right move because you know that your moves are very much affecting the collective. It doesn't just affect you. So you bear that in mind and you make the right choice. You're trying to do what's right, acting in integrity. On the other side of the table, though, you have the Queen of Arrows in reverse. And this is someone who, they're embittered, they're cold, calculating, emotionally, not only emotionally withdrawn, but completely emotionally unavailable. And somebody who is, I'm hearing somebody who is so much in their own head that they're not allowing themselves to accept what is going on. So as there's this huge shift going on in our world right now, society is changing, the energy is changing. And if you're sensitive at all and you know it, you go through it and you can sense that, hey, there's something better at the end of this. Yes, it's a challenging experience right now, but there's something better coming. And so you keep your head up and you just trudge forward, knowing that every step you take forward is taking you out of this energy and into the new experience. This Queen of Arrows, though, is coming through. And what I'm feeling from her is, no, I don't want to accept it. I don't want to acknowledge it. So what's happening is a separation. I'm hearing a separation from reality. Somebody here is losing touch from reality. Somebody here, and this Queen of Arrows, they don't want to accept the truth that's right in front of their face is the way I'm feeling it. But let's go back to our handy dandy book and see what the book has to offer about this Queen of Arrows. And she came out in reverse, so we're going to read the whole thing, but pay attention to the reverse. It says, Queen, the meaning of the situation or relationship calls for detached and logical thinking. Be strategic. The symbolism is a regal woman sits on her throne, ready to answer questions and offer guidance with her wisdom and strategies for life. That totally felt like me just there. Okay. Upright, strategic and just, and in reverse, cold-hearted and insensitive. That's very much the description that we just gave. So on one side of the table, we have somebody who's been through, I feel what I see is both of these people have been through the same thing. Maybe they even went through it together. But one person standing in their power, still trudging, and people say, how you doing today? And I remember when a common answer for me is hanging in, sometimes by one fingernail, but I'm still hanging in there. Okay, that's the vibe that this gives me. It's like maybe you barely hanging in there and you're like, how the fuck am I doing? How am I maintaining? How am I handling this? Like, wow. But over here, somebody's like completely detached, cold, heartless, not wanting to accept, disassociated. So let's find out more. And show me more about this experience. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I do feel like this is happening for someone with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, feminine energy. But why is this happening? Why is this 3 of arrows here? The 3 of arrows is here because of the 10 of cups in reverse. 10 of cups in reverse. So 10 of cups in reverse is like talking about the end of a situation that at one time brought so much happiness, but now it's all been overturned. And in this experience, there's a connection of family here. So for someone, there is an experience of feeling detached and lost from their family, feeling separate from their family, having had to detach from their family because of the fact that there is some truth about those connections that just is like, listen, I love my family, but I can't do this to myself no more. It feels like that. And somewhere in the family, there's this Queen of Arrows, and she is completely cold. She's a cold-hearted. How could you be so heartless? She is heartless. So let's see what's going on with her in relation to this 3 of Arrows energy. And we have the King of Arrows in reverse. Oh my goodness. So somebody is feeling heartless about the fact that you have told them the truth that they didn't want to hear. Okay. Oh goodness. I see a situation. So when I said family, that could be whatever family means to you. You all have different definitions of family. But what I see here is with this King of Arrows in reverse and the Queen of Arrows in reverse, I see somebody here who's really upset because somebody separated from them. Yeah, with this 10 of Cups in reverse, someone separated, pulled themselves away. But not only did you pull yourself away, I feel like you're the one over here with this 9 of Wands energy. And not only did you pull yourself away from this, but you did it with speaking your truth. You told, and it was like with no concern for how they were going to respond, what were they going to think, how were they going to take it. You left all of that out of the experience and strictly went to, this is the truth, these are the facts. These are the facts. So here you spoke to someone, maybe you spat out of your mouth the truth that they didn't want to hear it, they didn't want to see it, they didn't want to acknowledge it. Like I said, it's the truth that hurts like a bee, but it sets you free. All right. So in the current energy, elaborate upon the 9 of Wands on this side of the table, please, and thank you. Elaborating upon the 9 of Wands, we have the Lover's card in reverse. So there it is. That's the separation. I clearly see you're the one that did some separating here. Okay, you separated. Let's see, elaborate upon this Queen of Arrows in reverse in the current energy, please. And we have the 7 of Cups in reverse again. Okay, so I'm going to keep shuffling this deck in my hand. Okay, so the 7 of Cups in reverse. I see that this person was, first off, I hear there's a lot of things that they didn't like certain things about you, and they tried to bring this illusion to you about who and what you were, because they didn't like certain things about your power. They didn't like certain things about, for someone, they don't like who you love. They don't like who you love. That's what I see. They don't like who you love. Okay, so if this person was in your experience and you're loving someone and they don't like it, they don't like that you still love somebody from your past. I heard they don't like that you still love somebody from your past, which would mean that you're not in tune with them anymore. I see this person over here trying to, I'm getting a very much like a gaslighting energy, a projecting energy. They're putting this person casting their fears over to you, trying to paint a picture of you that is not true. What is their goal? Why are they trying to paint this picture of you that isn't true? Let's see, what's their goal? The goal is the 4 of Swords. They don't want you to take action. There's no one in this boat. 4 of Arrows energy. Okay. But hold on. This is a major arcana. Is this a major arcana? Hold on. Let me just confirm with the book. Y'all know this is a new deck. I want to confirm this with the book because I'm trying to see and make sure. Yeah, this is the Four of Arrows. Okay, good. So four of Swords energy with the Four of Arrows. Okay, may as well read it while we got it open. So why were they casting this illusion? Okay, the meaning. You need a mental break. You need to disengage to save your sanity. The symbolism. A canoe has 3 arrows upright and 1 lying on the body of a dead warrior who gave his life protecting his tribe. He is finally at peace. Upright, rest and contemplation. In reverse, burnout and stress. So somebody here is trying to get you to they're trying to cast this illusion over you to get you to stay put, because they don't want you to put the situation with them to rest. Somebody here is heartbroken about you because you said, I'm through, and they don't want you to stop. So they're trying to cast this curtain of illusion, this covering of illusion over the experience. I heard for somebody, they're trying to convince you that it didn't really happen the way that you thought it did. That's not really what happened. That's not what happened. No, you didn't see that. I didn't say that. I never did that. It's that type of thing, because they don't want you to go nowhere. What this person may or may not know, probably does not know, is that they are actually here trying to deaden your spirit, in the sense of your intuition already told you what it was and showed you that you needed to separate yourself from this energy. So if you go ahead and stick around with it, you'll be acting contrary to your natural inclination, acting contrary to your intuition. So whether they know it or not, there's this energy of trying to separate you from your consciousness, okay, from your intuition. All right, so moving forward, what you can expect in this experience moving forward. What can you expect in this experience moving forward? What you can expect in this experience moving forward. Shout out to Louise, our first commenter of the day. I see Virginia. I see Wise Soul. I see Liza moderating. Thank you. Also, there's no more half off, guys. Everything back to full price. So personal question, minimum of 10. Look below the video if you want to get it done. Follow this direction specifically. And if your 10 isn't in before I start singing the closing song, then you're going to have to email me your question for a TikTok. Okay. I see Jeremy with us. I see Al with us. And Tia, welcome. All right. So moving forward, what can we expect? What will unfold in this experience here, where there's somebody here who is at a distance from you emotionally? There's some sort of separation here happening between you and another. What you can expect in the near future, we have the Hangman, and it's coming into me upright. Okay, the Hangman is a different perspective, a new perspective. Okay, so the Hangman is giving a different perspective, seeing things differently, holding on for enlightenment. So how's that Hangman going to unfold in action on your side of the table? How's this Hangman going to unfold and action-wise on your side of the table? We have the Hierophant upright. You're going to listen to the spiritual authority. You're going to do what God says. What did God say? The Hierophant. In this Hierophant deck, we have a shaman. I heard this is shaman. He's performing a spiritual ceremony. We got to read about this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. Okay. So we have Taurus energy on the table now. Let's see what they're going to show us about the shaman, the Hierophant. Okay. The Hierophant. Oh, it's not a shaman. It's a warrior. Okay. Here we go. So as we learn the deck together, guys, the meaning. The Hierophant represents wisdom attained through scholarship and exploring the world. The knowledge and potential wisdom we attain in our effort to make sense of life. The Hierophant archetype is the 5th encounter for the Fool, indicating that we need to go beyond intuition and emotion and use intellect and experience to solve some problems. Or we need to find someone with those qualities to help us. The symbolism. An experienced warrior teaches young warriors his knowledge and skill so that they will be able to protect and take care of the tribe. I love. Upright. Wisdom, authority, knowledge, doctrine, and advice. Reversed is arrogance, elitism, hypocrisy, and charlatanism. So in this energy, it's about sharing. It's the teacher. It's coming through totally as a teacher. So you moving forward, you're going to be teaching life lessons. You're going to be teaching. By being the warrior, You're going to teach others. Of course, you're the warrior. You got your strength here. You've got strength here. Hold on. These cards are not, since I'm showing you, I should show them to you in the orientation that they came through. So let me just make a couple of adjustments here. The Three of Swords was upright. The King of Swords was in reverse. The Ten of Cups was in reverse. Okay. The Hangman came out upright. Okay. And the Queen of Arrows was in reverse on this side. And the Seven of Cups was in reverse. And the Four of Arrows was upright. Okay. So if your action on this side of the table moving forward in the near future is the Hierophant being the teacher, let's see what is happening on the other side of the table in the near future. Thank you for your $19.99, Al. So thankful and grateful, love. If you have a personal question, please put it in the comments. Okay, and the High Priestess showing up upright on the other side of the table in the near future. So the High Priestess talks about the intuitive downloads. This is the receiver. This is the one who is getting the wisdom. So as you're teaching, I see that as you're teaching, and somebody here is, so this could be somebody that's not necessarily separated from you, is what I'm picking up on. Are you teaching somebody who is going through a separation and you've been through separation too? Is there two people coming together to help make sense of this Three of Swords energy, Three of Arrows energy, get another perspective by bringing the wisdom that they both have from having separated? And somebody here has an enlightened perspective to share. And this one over here is going to receive a download, an epiphany. And once they hear what this one has to say, there's this putting things together here in the experience. Let's see what this book has to say about the High Priestess for this deck in particular. So, this is what we're going to do. I love it. Thank you. Crystals are awesome for holding cards up too. So, the meaning of the High Priestess represents the knowledge and enlightenment that we attain while overcoming difficulties. The High Priestess archetype is a second encounter for the Fool, indicating that we must learn about our intuition, how to trust it, and when to seek guidance from others. The symbolism is a young medicine woman stands beneath the crescent moon between two pillars, which represent the gateway between life and death. She uses this bridge between the worlds to help those in need. Upright, which is how we received it, indicates divination, wisdom from experience, insight, and counseling. In reversed, it means gossip, bad advice, and incomplete knowledge and misrepresentation. Well, I'm telling you, somebody here is getting wisdom from experience, insight, and counseling. So I see a conversation between two people who have released themselves from some sort of experiences and detach themselves. Okay, this person was coming out as disassociated, detached. Okay, that's why this one is showing up as the Hierophant. Okay, because this person here going through a similar experience as this person's coming in it with spiritual authority. This person is in the phase of learning some things about it. There's the new perspective. So what is going to unfold in this connection? What else is going to unfold in this connection moving further? Okay, so those are the dominant energies of what's happening here. Let's look at the 3D experience moving forward between these two specific people. Not anybody they detached from in the past that brought them together, but these two people here. Let's see. What is the unfolding experience in the 3D between these two individuals? And we have the Three of Wands, and it came out in reverse. So that's telling me that your ships have come in and it's like not expecting anything. I get not expecting anything. So there's a very open energy between these two, which just tell me there's not like a lot of attachment there. This is either somebody new in your experience. This is somebody who you're not worried about this connection and where it's going to go. It is what it is, and you appreciate it for what it is, and it's great. In other words, is this person somebody who, like, that's your friend, you ain't worried about it? For somebody, you're a Virgo, and you have a Taurus who's your friend, because this is Virgo energy here. Okay. For somebody, you're learning, okay. Whoa, they just gave me a whole nother spiel. Can we stick to one story for a minute? And then when I get the whole story out, then can we do another story? Because it gets confusing when you give me like 4 and 5 stories all at the same time for experiences. I know they're going through a lot of different things. Okay. Somebody here, you have a disappointment that you've been experiencing, this 3 of arrows energy. It's about endings in a situation here. Okay, you've been detached from somebody. You released yourself from somebody. You made a decision to go away. What's interesting in your experience is I see 2 people in your experience coming in. One, both are very guarded and detached right now because of similar love experiences. One is going to come in and they're going to be there because there's something about what you understand about releasing attachment to outcomes and releasing emotional attachments. That's what you're here to teach them. This one's going to come in because you're going to help this person understand that they have to stay in receptive mode, that they can't close their heart down. They can't give up on the opportunities of love because they've been hurt. So I see that as well in this experience. And the whole argument I just had with them was just shut up and tell them what I told you to tell them. Open your mouth and say what we said to say. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll just say it now. They're like, we'll bring you back to what we want you to keep talking about. I'm like, okay, fine. So back to our original experience where this is you and someone else. In the 3D experience here, what do we have? On this side of the table, in the 3D experience, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So in the 3D experience, there's this huge closing of repetitive cycles. Good fortune. Fortune is smiling on you. Good favor is in your cards on this side of the table. I hear you've been through some real challenges, and you didn't have this accompaniment. You didn't have this companion through these challenges. You had to go through it alone. And in those challenges, you had to take the wisdom that your life had shown you. And not only, I heard you had to teach somebody by letting them go. This reminds me of when I first broke up with this girl, and I told her, I said, listen, I've taught you everything I could teach you by our relationship. And now I have one last lesson to teach you, and that is letting go, how to walk away and how to move on. And I was like, and that's what I have to teach you next. And that's what came up. So there's this energy here of you tell you're going to be teaching life lessons by completely removing yourself from this experience. That means no communication. That means no, we can't be friends. That means no, I don't want to just see you every now and again. No, we're not going to hook up. No, that's not happening. No, we can't play cards. No, we're not going to have a drink. No, we're not going to go out. No, you can't come see the kids. No. You're teaching somebody how to walk away. Now, here's what's interesting part with that. In your doing this, you are turning the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. Benefits coming your way under good fortune and good luck for you. So on this side of the experience, in the 3D realm, moving forward, what is the experience on this side? Okay. And it's the 8 of arrows, upright. So on this side of the experience, this individual no longer in your presence. What you taught them, they received it with the High Priestess. They did receive it. And what's going to happen is it's going to continue to stay on their mind and float around in their mind. They're going to be really thinking about the things that you had to say. They're not going to be able to just pretend like they didn't hear that or they don't know that or whatever. They know something and they can't unknow it now. What they experienced and what you taught them being in your Hierophant energy, they received that with the High Priestess energy. And even though they didn't tell you, oh, the truth hurts like a bee, but then it sets you free. But first, before it sets you free, on this side at least, they're going to be stuck in their head for a while. They will be incarcerated with the thoughts and the ideas and the conversation. They're going to really dwell on the conversation for a while. They're going to stew on it. They're going to sit on it. They're going to sit there and, I heard let it marinate on. They're going to marinate on it. They're going to have to marinate on it because it's being incorporated into their experience moving forward. There's a new mentality being incorporated into their experience moving forward. They're going to have to marinate on it. They're going to have to sit up here and pay attention to what you just said. Okay. But there's a release here. I see that in this connection here, you're not expecting nothing to unfold. You know, you got your sights set out for something better coming in your experience. So what we're going to do at this point is do this. We're going to just put all that stuff over there. That's where it is. And we're going to put the Wheel of Fortune on top of that, because you know what we're doing with this? We are locking that situation up, closing that door. So now let's take a peek of what your Wheel of Fortune looks like. The Wheel of Fortune is here for you now. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else in that experience is now underneath the Wheel of Fortune. So everything else that you've been through, all the difficulty, all the challenge that you've been through is now covered by this shift of the Wheel of Fortune in your favor, by positive energy surrounding you, by good luck, by good fortune in your favor. So let's take a peek and see what that looks like in your experience moving forward. What does this Wheel of Fortune look like for you? What is this Wheel of Fortune bringing into your life? What beautiful fortunate happenings do you have? Whoa! I thought we already had the Two of Cups, but here we have the Two of Cups. Hold on, let me just take a peek. What was that in the past? Because there was a dissonance. It was the Six of Cups, and it was in reverse. So I didn't even read the card right. A new deck. Okay, it was the Six of Cups in reverse. Yes. So this is you. No more going back to the past. The contract is complete between you and the soulmate that you had. No more returning to the past. As a result, you have love on the table here. Love. So one of the fortunate things that's coming in for you. And here's the other thing. Magician. The Magician. These two came out together. So we're going to read about this Magician for this deck. But look. Here you are, you manifest. It's like your decision not to go back to the past and to close that cycle out completely. You're holding space for love you deserve to come in. Like if you think the love that you have is not the love that you deserve, why would you keep that in that space? You're putting it in an honorable position, but you're saying you don't deserve to be here. I love it. Michelle said, I claim it. Absolutely. If you're in this and you feel like, yes, this is mine, you should be claiming it. I say praise from my lips to God's ears. You know what I'm saying? Bring it in. You're manifesting a love. Now, in this love, both people are coming with their cups full. So these are two people who have learned to fill their own cups being united. Okay. And I've been getting this for a while, that this energy is going to come up more as we move past the beginning of the new zodiacal cycle in once the sun hits Aries. Now, again, we're in the full moon of Cancer right now. So they told me, let me just do this. I'm being guided to Google Cancer traits for the zodiac sign. So Cancer traits, because it's a full moon in Cancer. So this is what's wrapping up. That's what's closing out. That's what's done. Okay. The typical Sun and Cancer traits include being nurturing, sensitive, compassionate, self-protective, security-seeking, and offering and loving and displaying a goofy, ingratiating sense of humor. Okay. These characteristics reflect themes covered by the fourth house of home life, which Cancer rules. So what's being completed, what's being wrapped up with this pretty little Wheel of Fortune to put the bow on top. And it's a oh my gosh, a dream catcher. It's a dream catcher image. I love. This is about wrapping up cycles, okay, where you feel, you feel like you have to nurture and take care of someone in your experience, okay, in order to protect yourself. In other words, you might, there's somebody here, and I'm picking up on your energy of you have been very leery of letting go of connections because you feel like somehow the connection to that person kept you safe. What's coming in for you is you don't have to do that type of stuff no more. Somebody already has their cup full. They're not going to need you to baby them and hold their hand while they realize how they feel and drag them along and coach coach them along or coax them along. It's not like, okay, walk to mommy, baby. You're not going to be doing that shit no more. You're going to be right here with somebody who can walk up and meet you with their cup filled up. Not a toddler who can't walk around the house with their own cup of juice. You know what I'm saying? Or their own cup of water. You know, this is somebody who's grown enough that can walk around carrying a cup of water without spilling it everywhere, blaming you for the spill it, stuff like that. They can carry their own cup. Okay, there's somebody here who can carry their own coming in. Okay, so there's something here about that. This is also with this full moon in Cancer, a wrapping up of, I'm hearing self-sacrifice in order to offer your love. So that's coming up big. Let's go ahead and look at what else, because they're telling me there's 2 more positions I need to feel here about what else beautiful experiences are coming your way. Pleasurable, satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying. I see Quentin. Oh, that's so satisfying. Whenever he says that, I'm just like, oh my God, you're so freaking cute. I can't with you. What's coming your way? Wow, the 10 of Pentacles, people. I love. Yeah, what's coming your way? This is long-term stability. This is windfalls. This is inheritance. This is family fortune. This is generational wealth. And I want to read from this because I feel like this is some sort of maybe even a wedding ceremony or something like that. But let's look at that. What is this 10 of Pentacles in this 10 of coins? Okay, in this deck, there's something specific here for us. Let's see what it is. The 10, it says meaning, embrace or seek the fulfillment that comes with a partnership that will help you both attain a great and safe life. A warrior and maiden commit to one another. Each brings equal value to the relationship, which will double their wealth once they are together. Praise. Upright, long-term gains and inheritance, and reverse, missed opportunities and burdensome obligations. This came in upright. So what you have coming in, long-term gains and inheritance. I told you that. Didn't I tell you that just now? All right, let's see what else you have coming in for you. What other beautiful, pleasurable, satisfying, that's so satisfying experiences, because you decided to go for your wheel of fortune in this. Okay, let's see. With this full moon in Cancer energy, what beautiful things can you expect moving forward? We have 1 more position to fill. What do you have for us? And these cards are for that position. And that's a lot more cards than I was expecting. The 10 of Wands, the end of a situation that was burdensome. Okay. The Page of Wands, starting something. Now that you dropped all that stuff from the 10 of Wands, Karen, all that stuff that's done. So I feel like right now you could still be taking care of a lot of responsibilities as you're coming out of this energy, but that is coming to a quick end. You're going to be able to drop everything and focus on one thing. Okay. That you know is going to move you forward in a beautiful way. Whoa, here's the Lovers card. And we have that Lovers energy there. Okay. And we have the Hermit energy here. Okay. So I see lovers that's going to be going off and doing their own thing. I see a loving relationship where you're not feeling like you have to carry your partner. Yeah, I feel like I see here clearly that there's a loving relationship unfolding for you. You're not going to feel like you have to carry your partner emotionally because, like I said, that person is coming with their own cup. It's a relationship where when you are in each other's presence, it's so connected. It's so empowering. And when you're away, it's okay to take time away to do what you need to do. Now, this is interesting because so this morning before while I was having my coffee, I was back in my book. You know, I've been reading this book for a while and I've read it before, but I'm back into reading this book, The Communion with God. Okay, so check it out. If you're looking for a good read, I highly recommend the whole series. There's the Conversations with God series and the Communion with God series. If you've been around for a while, you've heard me talk about these books before. But it was interesting because this is what I got, and that I had to make a new card for the signature series today from that book. So it's about the illusion of disunity. Okay, so in this book, I'm in the part where it's talking about the illusions that we accept and how they affect our life. Okay, so it's very much showing this energy here, connection and separation. Connection, separation. Now, let me just talk about that real quick, because what I have here, it says apart versus a part. Interesting on the wordplay. Interesting on the spelling. Where is your perspective in this? Okay. In the absence of any separation ever, oneness is noneness. In the absence of any separation ever, oneness is noneness. One more time for emphasis. In the absence of any separation ever, oneness is noneness. These are couples who don't have no sense of self because they're like an intertwined. Two have completely become one. They've completely absorbed each other. They spend all their time together. They don't even have anything interesting to talk about because they don't have any individual experiences. Everything they do is together. Oneness is noneness. There's something there for someone here. Now, there's more to this. Apart versus a part. All of life is a process of experiencing unity and separation. Unity and separation. All of life is a process of experiencing unity and its separation. Even when a thing is apart, it will always be together, for it cannot truly separate, but only get larger. So there's that energy of understanding. There's this understanding when two people come to the table, both whole in their own emotional stability, knowing that they are the source in their life. They are the source of the love. They are the source of the abundance. You can come together and be happy, and you can go do your own thing together and be happy. Then you can come back together and have stories to tell, and you can still build long-term generational wealth, commitment. So for someone here, the big thing that's coming in, I see commitment. I also see inheritance. I see windfalls. I see a lot of this is because you're understanding. Thank you. They're cycling back to some of the messages that were locked underneath Wheel of Fortune, talking about how somebody here didn't like how you were so okay. Like you had this power and strength, and whether they knew it or didn't, they were trying to squash that, right? So here's this energy here of you being okay, being completely connected, whether you're in your own energy or not in your own energy. Somebody here wanted to be a bigger part of your energy. They wanted to keep you in a cycle where you're putting more focus on them and how they're feeling than on you and how you're feeling, okay? Keeping you, dumping your cup over onto them instead of finding their own ways to fill up their own cups. So I see in this new energy, you're done with carrying the burdens of other people. You're going to take care of yourself. And it's like, whenever the person that is right for you and aligns with that energy and they know how to carry themselves too, that's what you're going to connect with. And you will have times together and you will have times alone. These could be all within the same day, or this could be periods of time. For someone, you might spend a week together and then you might spend a week apart, or you might see each other once a week, or you might, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be different. This could be like even being in the same household, but doing your own thing, even in the same house. So it's like, well, they're in there doing their exercise and I'm going to go read my book. You don't have to do every fucking thing together. You're still allowed to be an actual person, your own individual in this new connection. Somebody here, they wanted to, I'm hearing in your past, they wanted to absorb all your time. And that's that cycle that's closed for you. You're not giving somebody all your time, all your focus. You're not going to make another person your responsibility. Where if this person is able to take responsibility for their own well-being, is what that's going to do is allow you two to continue to come together. I see two people, you might be somebody here, you're going to be coming into union with somebody, but you're still going to live on your own and you're still going to need time on your own. Why? Because I'm hearing because you're psychic, you're intuitive, you're empath, you're a highly sensitive individual. You need time in your own energy so that you can ground yourself and reincorporate your own truth, your own energy. You need that. And this person does too. So also the energy from the download oracle, which I'm going to grab that deck out. I won't be surprised if that card comes out. But it's you are connected to all, yet simultaneously completely autonomous. Okay, so what? Give me an oracle card to go with this download today. Give me a message from the download oracle to go with our download message today, please. And thank you, Luster God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. So thankful and grateful. Look at this. I love it. The universe has always got my front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. The universe is swirling creation around you. And it's like, as the universe has shown you through your experience, you're unfolding all this beautiful stuff for yourself. What's at the bottom of the tarot deck? You're the Knight of Arrows. The Knight of Arrows. I hear attack. So one thing I hear is this is about you moving out of attacking energies that are attacking what? Your magician power. I'm going back to the magician. They said read about the magician. So let's see what this book has to say about its magician card. So the meaning of the magician. The magician represents choices and creative problem solving, a connection between imagination and reality. The magician archetype is the first encounter for the fool, indicating that we all must make crucial decisions on our life journey. A medicine man performs a ritual demonstrating his command of all four elements with examples of each item from the four suits. Upright, which is how you received it, it indicates choices, problem solving, diverse knowledge, solutions, and cleverness. And in reverse, it talks about deception, conning, mistakes, something broken beyond repair, and failure. So this is one thing that's coming in for your life. This is about you making empowered choices, okay, that present solutions. Where did we start out? We started out talking about something about solutions, oh, here it is. I love the way things come together on this show. It was from the Daily Care. We started out with this energy here. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. And we talked about sitting with this energy of whatever is in front of you, sitting with it, allowing it to be there until the solutions become clear. Okay, but we also talked about you cannot align with solutions by being in the energy of problems. So in order to align with this Wheel of Fortune, in order to align with these solutions, okay, you had to remove the fucking problem. Once you know what the problem is, you had to remove that. Excuse my language, but you had to remove the problem. You had to remove the issue. What was the problem? It was this person that was stuck in their head, and they still are. You taught them some life lessons, but there's no, you taught them life lessons by not returning to them. You had to stand in your power and block yourself from, or block that energy from returning to your life by removing yourself from it. You had to do it on your own. You knew there was better things coming for you. This person now is learning some things. Okay, they're learning because the words that you gave them, they're sitting in their head. This person really didn't want you to move on and let them go. But it didn't matter because you saw beyond the illusions that they were casting in the experience. And you knew this person was cold, embittered, and calculating. You had a whole nother perspective about the situation. Maybe you thought you loved them at one time and this was your person, but you realized, I got to quit sacrificing myself to the situation. So you broke that connection. You severed that connection, no matter how much it hurt, And so now you had said some things that was the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free. But now you're sitting in this Wheel of Fortune. So you removed yourself from the problem. Now you're aligned with solutions. The solutions are coming in. So I see that for someone else, this is happening because the Knight of Arrows at the bottom of the deck over here is telling me that somebody is being very freaking cruel towards you. They have a cruel mouth. Somebody here had a really freaking cruel mouth. Somebody here was cold and calculating. And it's like when you started making these changes, Oh, swiftness with it. You were with the swiftness with it. You made this happen right quick in a hurry. They would like double take. Did you just leave me? They had to do a double take saying, did you just leave me? You're not here no more? Where did you go? I can't find your energy. I can't access you anymore. And they're like, what? Really? And I feel like there's a little bit of cognitive dissonance. The three of arrows from this deck talked about cognitive dissonance. I feel that there's a little bit of cognitive dissonance with this person about the reality of the situation. But for you moving forward, what you need to know is, listen, you're right here, letting go of all these unnecessary burdens that are not yours. You've learned how to release those things and allow others to take care of their own burdens. You say, I'm ready for a new adventure. You're ready for the new adventure. There's going to be some time where, okay, I heard something else. There's going to be some time that you're going to spend alone. Okay, that's what I heard at first. And then what they said was, what you don't know is you have a connection unfolding for you with somebody who also has their cup full. The universe is going to show this to you. And the universe is going to show you why the journey has been so solitary, why you kept trying to connect with others and it didn't work out, because there's a new connection coming in. And as you unfold in this new connection right here, you're going to see and understand that there was no loss. There was no loss. You will understand that. The light is what's going to be highlighted in this new connection. With the Lover's card, the light energy is what's highlighted. With the Devil's card, you may feel love, but it's going to show you the dark. This is a connection here to bring you into the light. Why? Because you've been holding the light for others, and this other individual coming into your experience, they're that type of person too. Now y'all going to shine a light together. It's like a car has two headlights instead of just one. Yeah, now y'all both got two headlights. Woo, and when I say headlights, they're showing me the third eye lit the heck up. The third eye is lit up. So you and another person coming together I heard in a power couple fashion. Why? Because you're both intuitive. You both understand that it's ultimately up to you to sustain your vibration. You both understand that it's not only not fair, but it's not possible for your partner to be responsible for how you feel at any given moment in time. Okay? So there's this connection, and the both of you two together, with the Hermit energy here, the both of you two together, I feel like in your togetherness and in your separateness, okay, you're going to be able to spend time together and spend time apart. You will be shining the light for others, okay, in some type of way. So from my handmade oracles, I'm hearing, let's pull 3 energies. Thank you. There's 1 and 2. And they said those go together. Okay, so Libra, and they said take the rest off the top. So we have Libra here. Libra, somebody here, you're stepping into your North Node. Expressing your true feelings puts you one step further down the path you have chosen. Closer to my dreams. So for someone, Libra plays a role in your experience. Either you're a Libra, somebody's in this, a Libra, this experience of letting go started during the time of Libra, where you started to speak your truth. Did you tell somebody, listen, I love you, but that don't mean we should be together. That don't mean we're supposed to be together. Was that when you started making that separation? Because I'm feeling that vibe there with the Libra energy. Okay. For someone else, I'm hearing during Libra season, somewhere around October, you start to realize that you need to speak up. Libra is an air sign. This is energy of speaking up to create balance in the situation. So I see in this experience, this is about you speaking up about where there are imbalances and what needs to happen to bring balance into the experience for yourself. Let's see what else we have from the handmade oracles, please and thank you. Don't you guys just love this new deck? Click the link, go get you one. I do. We're going to be using this a lot more because it's a new deck. I get so excited. All right, what do we have? What else in this experience? Part 2. So this Wheel of Fortune is the close of part 1. You're in part 2. Part one was about, oh, I love this, you guys. Part one was about learning that you are a powerful being, that you are a magician, that you have all the resources you need to manifest. Part two, now that you know your power and you know what you can do with it, it's using it for tangible effects in your life. So it's just like any saga, you know, in the first part, the hero finds out like, oh my God, I just thought I was just a regular nobody. Turns out I come from a long line of power and I have these abilities and I have these powers waking up. And so they have experiences in part one that's like, oh my God, these powers are going crazy because I don't know how to control them, right? In part one. So in part one, you were manifesting stuff and you're like, God dang, why did I manifest? Why did I bring this into my experience? Oh God, I don't like that. So in part one, there was this getting, in part one for you, there was this getting a handle on what it is you're able to do, and getting a handle on, if you're going to smoke cigarettes, can you smoke something all natural, please and thank you. Your body will love it. Because a lot of you, okay, so we totally cut that off. A lot of you shamans, healers, you feel that urge to smoke. Society frowns on it. We don't care. It's a long, ancient history of humans who are healers, who are intuitives, who are magicians, who are medicine women and shamans, and they freaking smoke. Okay. It's connecting to earth and air and fire. And you are the water. Woo, thank you. Okay. So earth, wind, and fire. Right here. You're the water. Okay. So part two, now that you've identified who you are, what your power is, the way that, so if you look at this card, when I initially drew it, this line wasn't going all the way to the top. Look at how curvy it was. We had to make a connection there. So in the first part, you had to make the connection. Then, now you have your two, which is your high priestess energy. Now you have your major arcana two. You have your intuition. You have it all together. Now these lines, how they're elongated on this side, yeah, this is about you taking that and running forward with it full force and letting it be an active force in your life. Okay, and this Lover's card, the union of the divine feminine and the divine masculine aspects. The divine feminine is your inner aspects. It's your inner world. It's your intuition. It's your emotions. It's the inside. The divine masculine is your external. It's the efforts that you put out into the world. It's the way you protect what your intuition has shown you. It's the way you move and choose towards those things. So there's that energy here of being connected with yourself intuitively and in your actions, and carrying that forward. For that function to happen correctly, the high priestess energy has to be incorporated. You have to be in tune with your intuition. You got to hear that inner voice, the higher self, the future self, the love source God, the angels, the ancestors, the guides, praise. You got to be that intuitive. You got to be that channel for the lovers to accurately take place, because the lovers is the culmination of that. This is perfect. So not only do you have to have your own Ace of Cups filled up to come into this Two of Cups energy, because you can't have two people with two cups if only one person is coming with the cup. They both have to come with their own cup, right? But also, you have to have your intuition in alignment with your actions. Those two have to work together. You have to act not contrary to your own natural inclination, but understanding that your natural inclination is part of that inner guidance system. It's part of that high priestess energy. Like what you crave is not for no reason. It's not for naught. AUGHT. Okay. It is for your benefit. And again, they're coming through with, we've used this example so many times, but it's been a while. You might need to hear this again. You might be new to the channel. I've never have heard this before. And what it is this. A pregnant woman is going to crave. She's going to have cravings. And many cultures believe that it's bad to deprive a pregnant woman of what she's craving. And it's true. Why? Because the baby wants something out of that. The baby wants something out of that. Whatever she's craving, the baby wants something out of that. Likewise, your body will always do that. It's just more heightened when you're pregnant carrying another body. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are pregnant right now with birthing something into this 3D experience. So you got a craving. Part of your craving was to let go of that crazy ass energy you was entertaining before, right? Okay, cool. You've done that. Part of your craving was to get more in tune with meditation, with the silent spaces in your heart and your mind. Yes. So you could connect to spirit more fully. Good. You've done that. And there's this craving to act on something. This right here is coming into that lover's energy. This is beautiful. Give me something else. One more from this handmade oracle deck for our download today, please and thank you for guiding the love and peace and happiness. Try here at this time. And it's from the guiding lights. It says, compromising at this time will only serve as delay, distraction, or possibly even disaster. Now is not the time to compromise, honey. Stay in your power. Stand your ground. You know what it is. You know it's about to go down. You may not know the exact specific nuances of it, but you get the feel of it. Don't compromise what your intuition is showing you. Don't compromise neither your divine feminine or your divine masculine aspects. Right now, you need to act in harmony with your intuition. Remember the high priestess energy going forward with you in this part too. What's at the bottom of the deck? These feelings are stronger than any I've known. It's uncomfortable because my heart has grown. Discomfort. I'm telling you, the situation from the past, I heard, do they just not have the same capacity for spirit, for love, for wealth, for prosperity, for positivity? Your heart was bigger than that past. Your energy is bigger than that past. That's why that past had to come off of you. So let's get some trivia going. Y'all want to play trivia today? You want to play trivia? Soplalo! Let us have 3 rounds of trivia, please. There's 1 for today's download. There's 2. 1 more. There's 3. All right, cool. So in our first round of trivia, we have an animal. It's the grizzly bear. So let's see what we can channel out of this. So, true or false? The grizzly bear was named for the color of its fur. True. Grizzly means grayish or gray-haired. Gray is gray. I always thought grizzly bears were brown. There's my colorblind coming through. But the gray, interesting, and I just said the word colorblind. The gray, living in the gray, living in that in between black and white, where black and white meet is the gray. So it's giving me the energy of somebody once asked me, before I get a reading from you, can you please tell me, do you work with the light or the dark? And my response to them was, well, honey, because I channel love source God creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, which is all encompassing, I work with both the light and the dark. For you cannot have one without the other. Oh, they were excited to get their reading after that. This is you. This is you. You know you have dark aspects and light aspects, honey. You know you have it all. You're working with all of it and treading that line carefully so that you are in balance. This is beautiful. And for the unawakened spirit, it is completely impossible. You must be spiritually awakened to do this successfully. Okay. Multiple choice question. Which of these states does not have the grizzly bear as its animal? Alaska, California, or Montana? Alaska does not have the grizzly bear as its state animal. So for somebody, if you're thinking about a person or a situation in Alaska, no, this is not balanced for you. The situation from Alaska will not bring you balance. Okay, California and Montana does have the grizzly bear as state animal. So if you're from California or Montana, there's something here about the balance here for you. Okay. What 2015 film starring Leonardo DiCaprio depicts a grizzly bear attack in gruesome detail? It's The Revenant. I don't remember ever seeing this movie, but as soon as I see the word The Revenant, it makes me think of the show Winona Earp. Okay, Winona Earp is the descendant of Wyatt Earp. Okay, she's a descendant of Wyatt Earp, and she's got this amazing gun that it like kills demons. Okay, and when the demons come back and they take over a dead body and they come back to life, they're called revenants. So, Hannah, you're a demon slayer. How you like them apples? You're a demon slayer. That's what I'm getting here. You're in the gray because you're balanced. You're able to slay the demons. Stop looking at it as something out there. Because remember, if there are demons, that's something, an energy you're holding on to. You're slaying all that shit. It has no part in your experience. Yes. So I'm also hearing with Alaska. When I think of Alaska, I think cold. So it's not about being cold. It's not about being cold because the grizzly bear is not part of Alaska. So it's not about being a cold, icy person. And we talked about in your past that person showing up with the Queen of Swords and King of Swords energy in reverse. This person was very cold. We talked about them being very cold and detached and disassociated, emotionally disassociated. It is about what it is about California. When I think about California, I think about I wish they all could be California girls. Okay, but it's showing me the beach and the warmth and the water and the lush vegetation. One of my favorite places in California is Balboa Park because there's all this beautiful vegetation all over it. I love going to the beach and the water and the cleansing purity of the water. These energies are part of this balance of the grizzly. I thought we were done with the grizzly. We ain't done yet because we still going to talk about Montana. When I think about Montana, what do I think about? I think about mountains. I think about trees. I think about deep. So there's something here about going deeper into your growth, deeper into your natural connection, deeper into the ways of nature, into your connection to nature, deeper into your growth, lush growth, big in the balance here. Okay, cool. Love that. Feel done with that. Give me the other one we had for our second round of trivia. What do we have? George Washington. So let's see what we can channel about this message for the download from George Washington. True or false? In his first term, George Washington was elected unanimously. True. What I got is spirit is all the way back in you. Your angels, your ancestors, you guys, the whole thing, they're on your side. They're like, yes, baby, keep going, keep going. You are elected unanimously. I love. Okay. Multiple choice question. Which of these documents was signed by Washington? Was it the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution, or the Declaration of Independence? It was the Constitution. You're showing up, big. You're showing up as unanimously selected by your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team. Spirit is unanimously approving of you. The Constitution is law, okay? So they're saying you have the right to exert your authority in your life. You know the law and you know how to follow the law. We're not talking about man's law. We're talking about God's law. We're talking about spiritual law. They're saying you have the right to execute judgment where necessary. You have the right to sit in the judge. You have the right to decide what is the law for you because all your law is based on spiritual grounding and truth. Okay. The open-ended question asks, what river did Washington lead his army across during the Revolutionary War? It was the Delaware. So there's something here about overcoming family cycles that go all the way back. Because my grandmother lived on the corner of 3rd and Delaware for like over 30 years. Cycles. Wow. I hear, and she never owned the home. She rented the home from her brother-in-law. She never even became a homeowner in that home. She was just borrowing it. So there's something here about, there are some family cycles you've been going through your whole life, but you didn't buy into that. You didn't make it your home, but it was still part of your energy. Here you are crossing that river of Delaware. You're overcoming that. Awesome. Healing, yes, and healing the ancestral trauma from your line. That's good. And you've been unanimously selected by spirit for this task. You came here to be the cycle breaker. You came here to free your line from this ancestral karma, from the BS cycles that have been continuing to oppress everyone in your line. You're here to change the cycles and the history for your line. I love. Ready for the third round of trivia? What do we have? It's a moose. I heard it's a moose, you silly goose. All right. True or false? European moose are called elk. That's true. That's true. No, not getting anything off of that yet. We'll see. Multiple choice. The moose's name is believed to come from an Algonquin word for which of these descriptions of it? It stands tall. It strips off. It wades in water. It strips off. The moose's name is believed to come from an Algonquin word for which of these descriptions of it? It strips off. I mentioned a conversation with an ex in which I talked about, I have taught you all that I could teach you. I have one last lesson to teach you. It is this: how to let go and walk away. One of her favorite drinks that she found while we were dating was called the Algonquin. So, this is about you stripping off those connections that didn't meet you with their own cup. This is about you stripping off those connections that you're not owning them, like grandma didn't own that house in Delaware, right? What else? What are the ends of the antlers called? The open-ended question. The ends of the antlers are called points. Points. So there's something here about points for you. Oh, I heard you got big points for stripping off, for removing yourself from those energies that did not meet you with their own cup, okay? Oh, I heard that. For somebody, you got big points for not falling into the cycle of alcoholism. You know how to handle your drink. This is big. This is really big for somebody here because in your family, alcoholism has been a huge problem. Maybe it wasn't alcoholism. Maybe it was drug abuse. Okay? Violence. There's something here about, because I'm getting all of those energies. There's something here about you got big points for stripping off those energies. Okay. An average adult male has 16 to 28 points on his antlers, it also says in regards to the points. So 16 to 28. 16 is the Tower card. What was the dominant energy for today's download? It was the Tower. I'm hearing, if you've done this already, if you've already closed out the old cycle, you get extra points, like 50 points for already having completed the assignment on time. I hear now, I heard the value of completing the assignment at this point in time. So what I'm getting is if somebody hasn't completed the assignment yet, the value of the assignment being completed goes down and down and down and down. So what I'm getting is your Wheel of Fortune. If you haven't closed out these cycles and stripped this stuff off of your experience that's not meeting you with its own full cup, if you have not done that, what it's doing is it's depleting from your own Wheel of Fortune in some sort of way because you're giving your wealth away, you're giving your value away, it's like a self-betrayal act. Okay, so there's something about that. Also, I'm getting points for you if you see the universe removing a situation from your life, which is what the Tower is. The Tower should be something you're fucking happy about because it means if the Tower comes through your life, it means you were holding on to something you didn't even see you needed to let it go. So God was like, ding, ding, ding. Hello, genius. This got to go. Since you don't see it, I'm going to remove it. So if you just let it fall and let it crumble, you get points for that too, I hear. Okay, points for that. Now, the number 28 is coming through. There's the High Priestess energy. There's the Strength card energy. Your intuition with the Strength card is overcoming those habits, staying in control, staying in your power, not falling for the temptation, overcoming the devil energy. Okay, so, and the 2 and the 8 puts us at the wheel of fortune. It's a 10. Okay, so the Tower was here. Intuitively, you listened, you let it go, you stood in your power. That's what puts you in the wheel of fortune. I love the way this message just wrapped itself up with a beautiful bow of this beautiful dream catcher here. So this is about you catching your dreams in some sort of way as well, I'm hearing. They said go ahead and read the energy of the wheel of fortune from the book. So let's see what we have on their wheel of fortune. I like this. Okay. The meaning, the wheel of fortune represents experiences and circumstances outside our control. The wheel of fortune archetype is the 10th encounter for the Fool, indicating that we exist in a dance between fate and free will. This card teaches the lessons of fate, the external world, and how others with more power force us to react. Symbolism, a medicine wheel floats in the sky, indicating the role of dreams and fate in the lives of people. Spirit animals and gods occupy each corner of the card, reminding the native people that worldly and divine forces impact them. Upright, what is inevitable, destiny, and the passage of time. We don't have it reversed, but the meanings in reverse are misfortune, powerlessness, and unpleasant circumstances. So, these are changes that had to happen because the passage of time showed you what you needed to do. It showed you what you needed to do. It's like, if I keep holding on to this, it's going to drain me. It's going to drain my wealth. I'm losing my money. I don't even feel love like I used to. I don't even feel happiness like I used to. I got to let this go. Somebody here, you have that realization. You have to let something go because it was literally pulling on your energy in an extremely unsatisfying, unfulfilling way, keeping you stuck in a cycle that you did not approve of, you did not choose. You're not choosing it anymore. You chose it for a minute, but you realize that if you continue to compromise at this time, it could lead to freaking disaster. It's at the very least a distraction. So this is what I have for you for today for our download message. That concludes our general free timeless tarot reading for you. If you're resonant with it, put something in the comment box. I did see a $19.99 donation come through. The donation is a minimum of $10 US if you want your personal cards read. A minimum. So that means if you send me $9.99 or less, that's a love donation. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I deserve that. I'm worthy of that. And make everything you do with me, all the good energy you put out, supporting the channel, purchasing your readings and your services here. May it all return to you swiftly on the wings of grace with ease and flow in beautiful, magical ways. So I'm going to go into this question and then I'll be looking to see what else we have. So, trustworthy parties around me. For Al, do you have trustworthy parties around you? His comment here said, thanks for being you. Thank you, love. There's no one else. Everybody else is taken. I had no choice. I had to be me. Everybody else was taken. What else was I going to do? Okay. Trustworthy parties around Al. What do we have for Al? What are the trustworthy? Do you have? Is it trustworthy parties around you? Okay, let's see what we have. Trustworthy parties around Al, please and thank you. What are the messages for Al? Trustworthy parties around Al. I heard, show me who are the trustworthy parties around Al. Thank you. First card fell to the floor. So maybe you're not realizing this. It's the Strength card. There's a Leo person. This person is trustworthy around you. This person, and they're saying trust in your strength. They're definitely saying trust in your strength. But I'm picking up on a person who doesn't follow the freaking group. This person does their own thing. There's somebody here who does their own thing. They're not swayed by everybody, but everybody says, well, we're going to go over here. And they're like, yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going. I don't want to go. Or there's somebody who's saying, we're all going to go do this. And this person will be like, well, I'm going to go do that. So y'all go do what you want to do. So there's somebody here around you. Is this you? But I feel like this is somebody around you who's a Leo energy. This person very much does their own thing. They do their own thing. They move in their own way. They're not following they're not following the trends. They're not following the group. They're not doing what everybody else out here feel like they need to do. All right. Let me see about trustworthy parties around Al. You have the Seven of Cups. This is saying, Al, you got to trust in your dreams. You got to trust in your vision. And you got to trust in your own alignment. That's the most trustworthy party you have. Seven of Cups. This is a card of unconditional love. Okay, here's the thing. I'm also hearing you have to trust that anyone you love that you've detached from, you have to trust that they're best where they're freaking at and not in your experience. You have to trust in your own vision. You have to trust in your power. They're showing me the Witch's Tarot imagery. In the Witch's Tarot, the Seven of Cups shows a wizard looking at the Seven of Cups. So trust in your power to create, trust in your power to visualize, and get in trust and vibe with the feeling, with the feeling of what you're bringing in, and trust in that, and know that it is showing up. The Six of Wands. Okay, so it looks like you only have one friend because this is the Six of Wands. Trust in you have overcome. Trustworthy parties around me. This is you again. Trust in the actions that you've taken to overcome strife and difficulty around you. Okay. And also trust that even if you only have one trustworthy friend, I feel like there's another trustworthy friend that's coming in for you, because there's the energy of three here. The energy of three here. There's a lady coming into your experience. She's very bold. She's outspoken. She doesn't care what other people think about her. She's extremely confident. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the moon, and it's in reverse. And they said leave it there. Okay. The reason why the moon is showing up at the bottom of the deck in reverse, you were confused about some things. There were some things that you did not see. Oh, you got it though. Eventually you saw it. You got it. You've overcome it. You opened up options for yourself. Trust it. Not, they say when one door closes, another door opens. So they say, trust that you have opened up many options for yourself and you are in a victory position. This is beautiful. I'm not seeing anybody else comment about donations for personal readings. I'm not seeing anyone else's personals there. So I am so excited to have this message complete for you, Al. Thank you for your donation. And anybody else who's requesting personal services, definitely go to the website, make that purchase, and we'll make it happen. So until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.